Yo, what's up? It's your boy Matt God Aficionado, back here with another one. I'm also the author of the book, How to Be a High Value Man, The Blueprint to Successful Women. It's a ebook. Go ahead and check it out on Amazon. So, this video is about, just injustices, like what happened to Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with these females out here, man. These women, these bras, it's diabolical, bro. So, we all know he didn't shoot her. Well, there was many people that speculated that he did, you know what I'm saying, because the media persuaded it to be that way. They took a woman's word over his. The guy was erroneously convicted. And it's sad, man. They got the man 10 years. He's been there for 3, or at least 3. He almost got unalive, got stabbed up about 14 times. And that was a hit because, now there's some evidence that will exculpate him of any, criminality. So with that said, he should be exonerated immediately. He should be pardoned immediately. Trump, the governor, or somebody need to let that man out like ASAP. But what does this actually teach you, though? You know what I'm saying? It teaches you that the system is a harbinger of, evil. You know what I'm saying? The system of feminism, the system of misandry. You know what I'm saying? Against, especially, masculine men. You gotta be careful with the type of women that you deal with, bro. If a woman is not really into you, man, if she's not really down for you 100, if she don't love your mind, your soul, your goals, your values, your spirituality, your character, then you don't want to deal with that woman, man. Deal with women that want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? These scallywags, man, these 304s and all that, bro. These promiscuous women, these Jezebels, you feel me? Like, they don't have nothing good for you, bro. They'll suck you, though. They're literally gonna suck you dry. And once they feel like you have wronged them some kind of a way, or you one up them, or you dump them and move on. And in his case, he smashed her friend, and she got jealous because he was clapping her too. You know what I'm saying? Like they will retaliate, bro. They will retaliate. They will say anything that could incriminate you, even though it could be fostered up and conjured up as a lie. Which it was, because the bodyguard finally grew some balls and spoke up and gave some, like I said, some exculpatory evidence that's going to exonerate this man. And in doing so, they tried to take him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, he stabbed him up 14 times. Listen, man, when you stab someone 14 times, man, you ain't just trying to slice him up because y'all had beef or y'all had words, you know what I'm saying? That's a hit. You trying to take him out. So, you know what I'm saying? The Most High was with that man. God bless Tory Lanez, bro. Free Tory Lanez, man. And any other man has been erroneously incarcerated at the word of a broad, at the word of a woman that is evil and diabolical, that doesn't want anything good to happen to that man. Now, do all women operate like this? No. But a woman scorned is diabolical. There is an axiom, there is a saying that has a ring of truth to it. You know, hell is a woman scorned, and it's fucking true. I've been scorned by a woman 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get the details on it, but it was public for a little bit, and I had to endure, you know, the heat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was bad. It was diabolical, bro. You know, when you gotta be careful with how you deal with women, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman could love you, you know, one day, and then the next day she could hate you, bro. You won't even recognize who she is, man. Women can be very, very cold and diabolical and fucking evil and vindictive. You know what I mean? You really got to gauge a woman out. You really got to see what she's like when she's upset, when she's mad, when she's disappointed, when she's angry. This is why you got to tell a woman no. You know what I'm saying? A lot. Just to see how she's going to respond, bro. You got to see how a woman is going to, you know, react when things don't go her way, because we're living in a society now in 2025 whereas, you know, when things don't go the way that a woman wants, because listen, man, if you spend your whole life, right, being rewarded for just existing, that's going to inflate your ego. If you're getting a barrage of compliments throughout the day, you look in your DMs, you got hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of weak, you know, simps and trick dudes, you know what I'm saying, bombarding your head with compliments and gifts and attention. You know what I'm saying? That dopamine hit constantly throughout the day is gonna make you feel a type of way. Like, this is why these females really think that they feel that they're better than you, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why many of them don't hold themselves accountable, because there is no accountability. There is no consequence to their actions. You know what I mean? It is not uncommon for a woman to lie and get a guy locked up or even unalive, or loses his whole livelihood just off of her word. And then the consequences, you know what I'm saying, is not reciprocated to the woman who perpetrated the lie. Just look at Emmett Till. I mean, this go way back, man. But now, you know, and it's kind of funny that Emmett Till kind of came into mind, but this was done by another woman that looked like him. So ever since like the Jim Crow era and the Willie Lynch letter and all that, man, I'm telling you, bro, like black women have now become a harbinger of evil towards black men, especially with the second wave of feminism. Women's lib in the 60s, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like there's not just a chasm or a rift between, you know, black men and black women. There's a whole war going on at this point, man. This is why a lot of dudes are checked out. Like me, I don't even sue at all. Like, if I see something that I'm interested in, but if they're not in my vicinity, I'm not going out my way to talk. If they don't shoot me on choosing signal, I mean, it's a wrap. I mean, today, like, today I got a lot of shooting signals today. Like, today I was in traffic, I'm at a light, and these two females get out of the car behind me and approach my window type shit. Oh, hi. We thought she was somebody. I'm looking like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in A-Town, you know what I mean? So I look out the window like, what y'all talking about? And I get out the car and go to their car, because they hopped back in it. And I went to their car, got the driver number or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If the choosing signal's gonna come like that, forget about it. Then I go to another spot, like I am right now. I'm at a cigar lounge that I go to, and next door there's a spot that serves, chicken wings, fries, and whatnot. And the chick that worked there, you know what I'm saying, ironing down, cheesing, blushing, and all that, you know what I'm saying. And I exchanged numbers with her, whatever. We supposed to be linking up, but what I'm saying is, if you don't fall in my lap like that, bro, like, forget about it. I ain't going out my way to try to riz nobody up. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's still best to meet women organically as opposed to online. With that dating app bullshit I done told you guys about, that's all bullshit. All they want is free dinners and attention for the most part. 90% of them. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't mean to get off on a tangent. My whole point is, though, if a woman doesn't really express her adoration for you, bro, and her loyalty for you, and her definitely her loyalty and her respect for you, bro, don't fuck with that woman. No matter how good she looks, no matter how good she feels, how good the box is, how good the head is, and throat is, none of that. Like, whatever. You can't be a slave to your Johnson, bro. You gotta get control of that. You know what I mean? Like, there's power in solitude. There's power in retention. There's power in just, taking a hiatus on sexual gratification and instant gratification. There's power in being celibate for a few weeks, couple of months even. You know what I'm saying? Get you back focused, man. Focus on you. Get in that gym, work out, get your mind right. Excel that ladder at work. Scale that business out. You know what I'm saying? Scale that portfolio out, your investments and all that, and just be great in all areas of your life. And, when you focus on you and put yourself first and, self-actualize, and, you're still going to attract some type of valuable woman. The universe is going to send you someone, along that frequency. You know what I mean? Eventually. So just don't rush it. Take your time, man. Just fall back, man. So what I'm saying is, when you self-actualize, it's better to attract women passively. Like, you should be like a magnet, where women are like drawn to you, where you shouldn't have to chase them, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then when you get with that woman, make sure you vet her out. You know what I mean? Pre-qualify her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Quickly categorize her as someone to play with or someone to stay with. And most women out here, they someone to play with, not to stay with. Let a woman demonstrate to you that she's someone to stay with and to build with and to trust and to value. Because the worst thing you can do is socialize, mix energy sexually and all that. Financially, the most detrimental thing that a man can do is put the wrong type of woman in the wrong position in his life. There's many women that you shouldn't even interact with, no matter how bad they look. You just don't, bro. You gotta weed these Jezebels out, man. And literally, to tell you the truth, the ones that are so salacious and they got all that sexual energy or whatnot, the 8, 9s, and 10s, you gotta you know what I'm saying? You gotta avoid it. You know what I'm saying? The sweet spot is a 7. You know what I'm saying? A natural 7. She cute, she pretty, she built nice, but she not super bad where she just so, secure. Well, she's not so super bad and, inflated with the ego based upon, her looks or whatnot, and all the attention she gets from these thirsty dudes out here, man. Wife material is at a 7, man. I'm telling you. A 7 that can become an adjustable 8 or 9. You feel me? That's the sweet spot around this. But hey, man, be careful with these bras out here, with these chicks, man. Only associate with women that are virtuous. And it's very rare to find a virtuous woman out here these days in 2025. And a virtuous woman is a valuable woman. know what I'm saying? What do I mean by a virtuous woman? You know, she ain't outside. She's not in the streets. She's not fully tatted up. She's not naked all the time. She ain't got an Instagram and a TikTok with, you know, 10, 15, 20 plus thousand followers. She ain't got multiple social media. You know what I mean? She ain't tatted up. She ain't got, you know, the nose rings or whatnot. She got a low body count. She got a career. She make her own money. She reciprocates you. She respects you. She adores you. She nurtures you. You know what I'm saying? She's cooperative with you. She submits to you. You know what I'm saying? She invests in you. Mind, body, soul. With her time, energy, money, emotions. In her effort. You know what I'm saying? She's just as demure as she is sexually attractive. Those are just some basic attributes of a, you know, virtuous type woman. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't want to make this video too long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, vibing out, but you know, you got to stay away from these bras, bro. That are detrimental, man. You got to be able to see with your third eye. You know what I'm saying? Not these spiritual eyes. These. You got to see with your third eye. See if they're in alignment with your heart. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta develop that out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Much love to you guys, man. Go ahead and grab that book. You know what I'm saying? It's available on Amazon. Like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit. I'll see you guys next video. Yo.